Welcome, my witches and my people out there. In this tarot witchy reading prediction for January 2021, I want you guys to focus and concentrate while I'm saging the cards. I am going to use the third eye sound so you can all connect to your spirit guides and angels as well as your intuition. I am going to shuffle the cards in front of you so we can see the collective energy for this January prediction. And remember, in this reading, there is going to be messages for all of you. If you want a more precise message, you can also choose one of these cards. The cards are number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 for a more specific message. But now I want you to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We are going to connect to the energy of the 12 archangels, to Mother and Father Goddess, to the God and the Goddess, to the energies of the universe as well as our higher self. So we are protected in this reading, and we are only receiving messages of truth, love, and light. I want to connect also with the spirit of Aradia, the queen of all witches that has walked this earth. And I want you guys to focus also on the matter that you are asking for this January 2021. What are your problems, guys? What are the things that you want to know about this January 2021 from the angels and the spirit world, from Mother and Father God, from Source energy and the universe at large? Take your time to ask yourself this question. What do you need to know at this time? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm also calling forth my spirit animal, the lion, as well as my angel Ray, so we can deliver channel messages for the people who are connecting to this video, whether they prefer more to choose one of the piles or whether they prefer to listen more to the tarot. I'm going to say it again, number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. And now let's hear the sound so we can connect to your third eye. First of all, I have to tell you guys that I heard a message for those who are connecting with this pile number 1. Spirit has told me that you have a lot to lose, so be careful about what you choose. You need to think wisely about your choices, and even though you might feel in the midst of the dark, there is still a lot that you need to do. So don't give up on yourself or your endeavors right now. For those of you who chose pile number 2, the message that I'm hearing is that there is an ascended master next to you. Maybe it's Buddha, or maybe it's someone else that you feel closely connected to. You have the ability to channel higher energies, so use it wisely, whether it is for your own discernment and personal life, or it's more to help the collective. Pile number 3, there is a matter of love that it's dear to your heart, that it's been obsessing your mind lately. We're going to talk about it later, angels are saying, but they want you to know that when it's time to go, the signs will be there for you. And when it's the time for staying for some other people, also the signs will be there. Pile number 3, they want you to know that there is something written in your astrology, or a transit or a conjunction that it's happening for you at this time. So pay close attention. And pile number 4, all is well, and very soon you're going to see the fruits of your labor. Very soon something very important is going to happen in your life. Not all is lost, actually, you're truly on the right path. This is what I am channeling immediately for the specific message. But now let's see together the energies for the collective, as well as some messages that I might hear for you guys with the tarot. And then we're going to look at the cards as well. So we are starting. We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Lover's card, Gemini, so a lot of air energy. The 5 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The 10 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And the World card, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. This is very, very interesting as a collective energy for January. What I am seeing is that in this January 2021, many of you guys are called to become more assertive and stop lying to yourself about the appropriate action and movement forward that are necessary for you to take. With the Lover's card, whether this is involving love or not, on a more general sense, it is imperative that in this January 2021, you guys make strong decision in regards to your future. This is a moment not only of honesty and authenticity with yourself, but it is a time to recognize your talents, to understand why you came here on this earth. What is your soul project? Hear me out on this one, guys. You cannot spend your entire life wondering about what your purpose is, and at the last years of your life involving yourself in your purpose. The reality of the story are 2. Either you go on one side and decide that your life has no purpose whatsoever, which is an approach in and of itself, and therefore you stop asking and wondering. Or you accept the fact that you feel a higher call, and therefore in January 2021, this is really the time to answer that call. And in order to answer this call, guys, it's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of assertiveness, and a lot of bold, courageous actions and movement forward. You cannot feel like you're always constantly on a lack, or especially constantly comparing yourself to others. The reality of this story is that comparison will always make you feel as a loser. We're 7 billion people in the world. There is always going to be someone who you perceive as better than you. There is always going to be someone that has already done what you have done. But at the same time, there is infinite potential in the universe. So with that being said, it's not really about finding that unique thing necessarily, but it's about finding your unique voice and unique expression within something that has resonance towards the collective. And that is the peak point and difference between you and people who are still feeling completely lost in this 2021. Sometimes you have to lose in order to gain something, but I promise you, the angels are saying what you are going to gain is 10 times more important than what you think you're going to lose. Not only there is a great change for the collective, I'm going to talk about each and every sign of the zodiac with my tarot in prediction in my Patreon. I do this every month. So if you guys want to have even more specific extended reading, go ahead and click on my Patreon. But I am telling you guys, regardless of your zodiac sign, there is great change. And great change requires courage, requires to face our fears and possibly our shadows and leave behind old things, or maybe perhaps even old ways to do stuff, to become more honest and authentic with yourself. But how many times have you heard this from readers? How many times you already heard the same exact words? In January 2021, it is the time where you actually are going to follow through with this sort of teachings. And with the 10 of Pentacles symbolizing in the Kabbalah the tree of life, this is a very powerful card. Now, many readers do interpret this card correctly, saying that it predicts fortune, family, long-term relationships, abundance of any kind. But looking deeper at this card, the tree of life in Kabbalah is a very, very important symbol. It's practically the union between the lower self, the material world, and the spirit world. And in our own personal microcosm, it is about you, your ego, your individuality, your persona, the name that your parents have given you in this lifetime, joining back through your purpose, through your higher chakra, to the bridge of your heart chakra of love, which is who you are, to your higher self. And it is the union of the tree of life, as above, so below, as within, so without, that creates the ascension that you really want to experience as a spiritual being having a human experience. And this is when abundance gets activated. Abundance gets activated for some people also when they follow their ego and things like that. But there is something that always makes them feel empty on the inside when they do that. And they try to eventually find, believe it or not, spirituality. They try to eventually make this talk when they're telling you fame and money don't really make a lot out of life. Why? Because when you're looking for love all in the wrong places, you eventually going to find yourself empty, because we are made of love. We are spirits. So our journey as a conscious being is to follow the call of spirit. And when we do follow the call of spirit, not only we feel fulfilled on the inside, we don't feel that when we are working, we are actually working. And even though we might be working and thinking about our purpose 24 hours and, being super engaged, you feel uplifted, you feel positive, but in a genuine way. You're not forcing or affirming positivity. You feel grateful, you feel abundant on the inside. And this is not just preachy talk just to make you feel good and connected. This is true. Like, this is actual spirituality. Pick a cards or tarot are not going to give you spirituality. What is going to give you spirituality? It's not even this talk, but is your journey and your experience. So I'm telling you guys, for whoever needs to hear this message, this is a time in January 2021 when you truly become the leader of your life. You assert yourself and make some bold decision. I'm sorry for being straightforward, but this is a time where you truly claim your abundance. I want to hear it in the comment section down below. I claim my abundance, but I don't just write it down. I script it down as an energy, because you are connecting with your higher self. And this is what angels and spirit guides, more than any other specific message, wants you to do right now. Claiming your higher self. Do you know that in actuality, there is no one and nobody that can leak your energy out, or they can even take energy out of you? I want to make a dedicated video about psychic vampires or energetic vampires for this matters, but because I know many of you have felt victim of this. But remember, you're never a victim, because in actuality, what is happening when you feel that your energy is getting leaked out, you are not connecting with your higher self. You are not having that connection with source energy. When you are connected with source energy, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, who you're dealing with. Nobody can truly take your power away from you, because your power is the expression of source energy, having an experience through your own experience. And how powerful is that? And when you make bold decision to finally show your true colors, even though people might not understand in the first place, and again, this could be in personal relationships as well as job, career, co-workers, acquaintances. The reality of the story is that we are all so connected that that we are going to meet other relationship in a way or another. So if this you're getting away from this pattern through a romantic relationship, most likely, if you're not resolving this pattern, you're going to attract it in your work, because you must learn at some point. But when you are connected with your learning process, you're becoming honest with yourself, you're making that bold choice of saying, you know what, I felt like a failure because in actuality, I wasn't connecting, I wasn't talking personally with source energy. But now this is going to change in January 2021. When you're going to do that, then abundance will really come through in your life, emotionally, spiritually, and possibly even materialistically speaking. You are never abandoned by the angels. You are never abandoned by your soul. But sometimes you do abandon your soul when you don't listen to the sign, when you know you're doing something that it's not correct for your life. And let's not, go around the bush. You know what I'm talking about. And each and every one of you knows that this January 2021 energy wants to bring renewal to your life in a way or another. And again, this is not really a pick-a card. This is me doing myself and just presenting what I'm capable of doing through my talents, which is channeling most likely. And I completely changed. Yes, I can give you a specific message, but there needs to be an evolution at some point. And it's when evolution takes place that you can achieve the world card. The world card for some of you has to do with new beginnings, has to do with starting new career, new relationship, new friends, new opportunities. For some others of you, the world card does symbolizes peaks in romance, reunion of soulmates, or perhaps reaching for the harvest after all the hard work. And all the hard work was necessary, because what I'm hearing for you guys is that you needed to find your voice. You needed to stop letting the ego or whatever it might have been even presented to you in the form of a person made you feel that you were lesser. You are united with the angels. You are united with the force that is source. Therefore, how could you be ever a failure? How could you be ever alone? You just have to remember again that nobody can really take the power away from you, and nobody can really make you feel that miserable. It can only happen if you allow that to happen in your life, if you attract it in that sense. And how do we attract patterns that are caging us to be something that we are not? We are doing that every time that we feel that we're not valuable, every time that we feel that we must act in a certain way to be accepted. But in January 2021, this energy is going to change drastically. On a collective sense, we are going to see a very powerful person make very powerful statements with the Judge card, which is the King of Swords. This could be a politician or could be a leader of some sort. This leader wants to unite people rather than separating them, because he recognizes the separation is being done too long on this planet, and there is going to be great new beginnings for the planet at large. And again, this is going to resonate also in your personal life. I don't know a lot about astrology, but I can tell you that I am feeling that this energy, it's not governed necessarily by Aquarius, by Saturn in Aquarius and things like that, even though we do have a lot of air signs over here. But what I am seeing is a strong Uranus energy. Uranus is going to be the joker, the jolly cards that people are not expecting. So I feel that in your personal life, it could be that you are focused on a person, or you might be focused on a career path or something that you're absolutely sure of doing. Do it anyway, but Uranus is going to bring you enormous change, and it's going to tell you, well, actually, what about this instead? And you're going to be very, very surprised. The planet at large is going to be surprised. Maybe there is going to be even new technology introduced in our houses for some reason. Maybe it's not going to happen immediately in January 2021, even though that is a possibility. I feel that there is a transition. This transition is positive, mind you. I had the Sun card. I feel transition could also appear, on YouTube, on way that we're dealing with social media. The 10 of Cups, and it has to do with bringing forth a different consciousness, and it has to do with uniting collectively. Maybe there is going to be a sort of change in a community that you're following. I feel that there is the rise of a sort of leader. Now, the leader, as a metaphor, could also be you becoming the leader of your family, you finally speaking your voice, standing up for what you believe. But on a more general sense, I am definitely picking up on the vibe of like a strong voice. Maybe also this voice could be the voice of the universe. The voice of the universe could also be heard in the universe at large, like in the universe, materialistically speaking. Ray told me, my angels, that we are going to get introduced to new forms of life during 2021, and from 2021 to 2025 being the peak point. So it could be that more people are going to come out and talk about other forms of life, of dimensions, about quantum physics. I feel that many people also are going to reconnect with claiming their power with this leader card, and how they're going to claim their power. They're going to claim their power energetically. So that is why many people are getting more attracted into witchcraft or energy work, because it's almost like this pandemic has made us feel so hopeless sometimes on the inside of our houses, and we didn't really had anything except our energy. But because of that, now we got even more interested in working this energy and learning from people that maybe have something to say about it. So this is very, very interesting. I see a great union. Now, obviously, in your personal life, guys, this could be even you finding friendship or getting united back with your friends, re-meeting people that you didn't meet for a long time, as well as soulmates of any kind, even romantic partners. I am seeing that actually, even though I know that a lot of people are obsessed with soulmates and twin flames for the wrong things, and I have dedicated videos about it, but I am thinking and I am seeing that actually from January 2021, people are learning a lot about this entire soulmate matter, and I do see people getting truly reunited with people, also to resolve some issue perhaps, but for the most part, I feel that people, the collective, is getting rid of this entire imaginary in their mind of having to be in a certain way, even romantically speaking, like, having the perfect marriage and the perfect kids and the perfect white house with a little garden or things like that. They really want to engage spiritually with other people. They're not even listening if the spirit is not there. And this is what is going to create, especially if you resonate with this reading, with this abundance and happiness that I am seeing for January 2021. It could be that collective or personally, you guys are going to have a lot of celebrations going on in this January 2021, being the 10 of Cups present. This is a very powerful energy, very interesting energy for this January 2021. It's almost like, wow, the 9 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, from the 9 to the 10. It's almost like I am seeing this bulb of light from each and every one higher self, pumping up in your own persona. So here's the thing that I am envisioning. I feel that I said this in my video about the afterlife. What happens before we incarnate on this planet is that the soul, your higher self, decides how much energy to put into a specific life, okay? So I will invest 30% of my energy, 50%, so on and so forth. But I see that this time something unprecedented in the spirit world, and I know this sounds very odd, but my readings are very mystical. I guess they're not for everybody, so just bear with me. But I am seeing that in the spirit world, something unprecedented is happening right now. Your higher self is pumping more energy into everybody's consciousness because we are asked and pushed to elevate our consciousness due to the new technologies that we are going to get introduced to. And this is also very important, they're saying, for the collective and for the universe at large, because through this sort of, you could call it ascension, but I don't think it's an ascension. I think it's more energy coming from the spirit world in the material form. And through this, we are going to be more able to witness the change that are going to be drastically happening from 2021 on. And we are going to be more ready and more open, not only to the changes, like I was saying, but also to communications from maybe other forms of life, or maybe it's going to be discoveries of some kind. I am feeling this strong sense of discoveries maybe I'm just rambling. I don't know. Maybe this is never going to happen, but this is going to be huge. And in your personal life, this really has to do with how you work your energies. So don't be surprised if, for instance, you're going to start meditation, and during meditation, you're going to feel something very weird within yourself, even a Kundalini awakening. I just heard the other day, one of my beautiful followers on Patreon, she was just telling me, and shout out to you if you're watching this video, she was just telling me about how she was feeling during meditation a very strange sensation in her heart chakra. So she was just asking me about Kundalini energy at large, and I feel this is a sign that maybe a lot of you guys are going to feel this too. You're going to feel, due to this pump of energy in your consciousness, something opening up, maybe in your heart, like for this girl, or maybe in some other areas. For example, for those of you who are psychic, it could be that you feel some tingling sensation in your crown chakra or some other experiences. I am seeing it's like you're opening your eyes, and something big is happening. It's almost like, it's not that the past is getting completely wiped out, but it's almost like you're waking up after a very long sleep, and you're finding yourself in a different dimension where things are starting to make sense. When speaking your own truth and being your weird self, it's not as difficult anymore. Now, obviously, I know this type of cards are not going to resonate with the majority of 7 billion of people out there. I'm conscious of that. But I'm a bit, the weird reader out here, and I probably talk with the one that identify with witchcraft and witches and weirdos. So you guys are going to have a really nice time in this new year. Sure, that old paradigm is going to be there, and people are going to still try to do things in the old ways, and it's going to be popular, and and all of that. But it's going to eventually fade away. It's not going to last forever, because I feel that in technology, there is going to be a great change. I don't know, maybe, on YouTube, the algorithm is changing, something is changing. And another person told me this, that I felt this. She's a great psychic and astrologer. She's called Astro in Wonderland. Ella, shout out to Ella. She told me this as well, that she felt her inner consciousness. So I'm picking up on this too, so I want to obviously credit her for saying it as well. Check her out and her readings, because she's amazing. And yeah, this is what I'm seeing. On a personal level, for sure, guys, I'm sorry for rambling. This has to do with great new desires that are going to get accomplished. You just have to, in the beginning of January 2021, connect to your higher self. as much as you can, whether it is meditation, whether it is in a retreat, in taking a retreat or a step back from social media. This is some big change and some big revelation that involves heavily technology for some reason being present so many air. But apart from the cards in and of itself, this is truly what I am channeling. And you know, also it could be with the 5 of Swords that the underdogs, and if you ever felt like an underdog, well, you're not going to be an underdog forever. Maybe you are a musician, there's going to be new music established, new art established, or maybe this is just a different way of talking. The rebels are rising. And I know this is very much connected to the sign of Aquarius at large, but you don't have to be an Aquarius or having Aquarius placement to feel this. The rebels are rising. Something is changing. And I do see a lot of people connecting with energy work of any kind, whether it is channeling, whether it is witchcraft, whether it's not going to be like the law of attraction, just the manifesting. What I'm talking about, it's changing in the way we approach our bodies, and almost like we emanate energy from our ends, and now we are able to see it. We are able to touch what energy and information is. I know this is very odd. This is very weird. So this is what I'm picking up for every one of you. So that's why I want you guys to know that you should listen to these collective readings, because this is for everybody and for specific people that resonate a lot with this message. But don't be in fear. Don't be, because it's going to be great for the people who are watching this video. And it's not because I'm making this video, but because the cards are saying it. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the World card, the Lovers card. People who are uniting with a higher call, they are listening to the angels. They're listening to Source energy. Source energy is constantly talking to you guys. So whether you are conscious of it or not, you just have to pay attention and listen. To the people who are listening, you are really going to reap the rewards of that, because it's going to be huge. And let me know in the comment section down below. I'm really curious. Now, let's see a more specific message for all of you guys, since I dropped already some specific messages. So, pile number 1, who resonated with this. Wow. We do have the Truth card over here from my Aradia deck, and also the 4 of Wands. So this has to do with revelation also for you popping up. That's why I said the collective message is so important. It's not just about your prediction, because remember, general predictions are general anyway, and to have a truly specific message, you need to have a private readings with anybody you resonate with. So on a general sense, for those who like this card, I am seeing Veritas. Veritas in Latin means truth. And mass media could be involved for you, pile number 1, or any sort of alliances. For some of you who feel like the underdogs or feel underappreciated, it could be that now with the Truth card, you understand the reason why. You awaken and you find your place in the world with this 4 of Wands. It could be for those of you who are single, that January 2021, what might make you meet very important soulmates, or a soulmate that will obviously vary and depend on your life. And with the Truth card, there is a lot of clarity and a lot of stability brought up in this month for you. And with number 4 being present over here, number 4 in the Wands, it could be that anything that you're going to do starting from January 2021, it's doomed, or is destiny, better word, to last for a very long time, because what you're doing, you are building the solid foundations of your next 10 years. So this is what I am seeing. And maybe you are the truth teller, or spirit is the one that will tell you the truth about communities, people around you, a job perhaps, and you are going to decide to unite with somebody very, very important for you, that it's going to help you out on your journey. And this is what I am seeing. I'm also seeing the Ace of Wands, so fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there is a new thing that is being born. For those of you who are married or in an established bond, it could be that you guys are going to birth like a living being, a baby, or you're going to remain pregnant with this card. But obviously this is only for a couple of you. For some others of you, something new is born within yourself, and it's born in January 2020, because now through that peak of energy, you know the truth. You know the truth. And when you have more clarity, you know the truth about a certain situation, you are ready to say, this is my thing, this is my talent, this is my community, this is my person. And you are able to birth it to the world in a much more coherent and stable way. Very, very interesting. It's the new beginning. It's the beginning of a new thing that has to do with creativity, with also the sign of Aries, and has to do with a greater cause that unites other people. And this is what I am seeing for you, pile number 1, as a more specific message. Very, very interesting. Let me see pile number 2. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the Shadow. Wow. So pile number 2, there is something of great importance that it's going to pop up for you in January 2021. And this has to do with something that you have been buried within your shadows, therefore within yourself, for a very, very long time. And it has to do with old things that you were doing. It has to do with old relationships that you had. Not all is lost, but it's important because that you go inside your shadows, because there is a hidden talent or an hidden dream that in January 2021 will pop up again, or wants to pop up again, because he wants to steer you in the right direction. And maybe some of you, I am seeing, desire fame, desire recognition. Well, I'm going to be very honest with you, as a psychic and channeler, you're only going to get this if you go back into your old self, and you're going to tap into what you have been buried for too long, because that is the thing. It's a thing that you have given up upon, but that is the thing the spirit is saying is the very thing, sorry for thing, it's the very thing that you were supposed to do. So go back into your consciousness. It has to do maybe with music, or the ear chakra, or listening to something, or you are able to listen. Maybe, yeah, I think it has to do with music for some of you, because I had a pitch sound in my ear that was so strong. You stopped listening to your spirits are saying, pile number 2. You need to go back to your old shadow, your old consciousness, and you need to listen back. They have given you a gift for a reason. Why you have been wasting it? All you want is inside that gift. So stop pretending that you are okay on your own, and start teaming up with people that actually can help you. Start being your old self, your true self. Remember what you were dreaming about. Stop suppressing and start opening and listening, because through that you will find your importance. You will find your fame even. Okay, that was a lot energetically. Anyway, let's move with the specific message for those who resonate with 3. Okay, so for you guys, I have the Fight card and the Inheritance. So, wow. The Punya card. It could be that some of you have been fighting with your own family for money or inheritance. And it could be that in January 2021, number 3, you are going to receive your inheritance, even, like materialistically speaking. Or this is an inheritance coming from your ancestors, because you're resolving the karma with them and you're finally freeing yourself. I am seeing a very strong masculine energy, and I am seeing that you are a lonely wolf. The wolf is your spirit animal, and I am seeing that you are a solitary warrior, but even within your solitude and within your silence, you are screaming from the inside to break free from something. Well, I'm going to tell you, pile number 3, in January 2021, it's very possible that you're going to break free, and you're going to have what was long due. You are going to have that freedom that was taken away from you, and this is going to give you, pile number 3, a cause to follow. Now, in terms of relationship, I am seeing, pile number 3, that it could be that you're going to let go of unhealthy patterns in a way or another that is personal to you. But I am seeing that you will have some donation, some inheritance, some money coming, maybe transferred magically to you. And again, this could be just coming out of the blue from your family, or maybe this is coming from, the ether. However, it's going to resonate with you. You're not going to change your destiny. You are what you are. You are a warrior, and use wisely what you're going to receive to help other people as well as yourself, because there is a part of you who needs to utilize this anger that you feel from the inside to fight for other people, and to pay your karma in a way, in this sense. Because if you're going to be angry forever for what has happened to you when you were a child, perhaps you're only going to poison yourself from the inside. But I know, pile number 3, that you are scarred, but at the same time, you don't have to let your scars devour you. You can use your scar to show where you have been, so you can teach other people or show other people that you're still there and that you still have survived. And it doesn't matter how many people can scar you, you still are going to come back. You were maybe someone in a past life, if you believe in past life, and now you're here. And if you don't believe in past life, you were somebody when you were a child, or 2 years ago, or 5 years ago. You have been wounded, you have been scarred, but you're still here. You're still hoping, you're still fighting. And maybe that is also your inheritance. It is time that you pick up what belongs to you. And it doesn't matter how many challenges the universe throws at you. You are a wolf, and a wolf is not scared to walk in the forest at night. He knows how to go back to his pack. He knows how to communicate telepathically, believe it or not, and he knows how to survive in a dark forest. And somehow, someday, probably soon, he's going to see the sunrise, and he's going to find a cave to rest. I know maybe this is a bit of a harsh metaphor for you all, but I am seeing that the fight, it's not over. It's just that the anger needs to be transformed for you into something positive, so you can finally build that empire or that thing that truly you will feel it's home. Maybe for you, pile number 3, home, it's not really about blood-related partnerships or relationships. You will find your home through your soulmates, to people that have nothing to do with blood, but they have to do with compassion, kindness, understanding of the fact that you are scarred, that you're not perfect. You have your moment, but at the same time, beyond those moments, you're there for them, you're a leader, and you're asserting your leadership, and you're able to take care of the people around you. That it's your inheritance. And as well as it could be that in January 2021, you're going to have some sort of inheritance in money or houses or things like that. And this is what I am seeing for you, pile number 3. Then moving on, for those of you guys who chose pile number 4, or whoever resonates with this angle card over here. Nice. Very interesting. I told you before what I was channeling. We do have the Judgment card, and the Ecstasy card. In Latin is ecstasies. Guys, you just are on the right path, pile number 4, whatever it is that you're doing, and your time has come Like, this seems like something really, really doomy, but like in a positive way. The sun is rising back again. Keep feeding your creativity. Keep moving forward. That, like, you know, Archangel Gabriel is next to you and has told you something recently. And in case you guys have like an oracle cards with Angel Gabriel, or perhaps some other readers have told you this, take it. Own that, because he's saying you're going to have prosperity. You're going to be ecstatic. What you want is going to happen. I hope I'm not going to be delusional for some of you out there, but I'm picking up on this vibe. With the Judgment card is your new rebranding, rebirth. It's your new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling blue. Something like that. But maybe you don't feel blue. You feel like yourself. You feel more powerful. You feel like, yeah, this is the light at the end of the tunnel. We've been talking about this for a very long time, but it all comes down to your feeling, to how you are approaching life, how you are approaching your perspective. And they are calling you. They are calling you with inspiration, with Mercury energy. They are calling you in spirit, to be in spirit. And this is your call. You can either not listen to it, take it, or not take it. I highly advise you to take it. And if you have been taking the call of spirit, well, expect some rewards to come through Mercury. So through some sort of communications or messages. And it could be also pile number 4. Some of you might have Jupiter in Cancer, or a North Node in Pisces, or you are psychic. You have the gift of prophecy. And maybe through your prophecy, something's coming. So pay attention to your dreams, to anything that you're channeling. Pay attention if you have decided to go on the path of spirituality or of tarot. That could be your ecstasy. That could be the thing that finally gets you recognized. I don't know what, because you guys are so many. It could be anything. But so you know that you are on the right path. You're rising from the ashes. We also have the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. You're not believing in this prediction because you have been feeding a lot of negative energy in your mind. You have been feeling abandoned by the people that you thought were sincere. Maybe these people were even idols or celebrities or influencers, teachers, people that you look up upon, and they disappointed you in some way. Well, let me tell you a great secret about this life. Everybody is going to disappoint your expectations. So my suggestion is to just be free and don't put any expectations, whether it is on yourself, onto others. We are all at fault and we are all perfect in a way. We are all evolving and expanding. Don't pretend to people what you are pretending from yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself as well, and don't be so hard on others. There's nothing such as you have to be in this way. Oh, I don't expect this from you. You should be so enlightened. You should be this. You should be that. But what are you doing? Are you really expecting this from others, or are you expecting this from yourself? You want to be super enlightened. You want to be successful. Well, put away the pressure and do it. You know, I'm sorry for being straightforward, but this is what I feel you need to hear. Otherwise, anybody will be to blame. Anybody will be, will disappoint you at some point. People stop disappointing you when you stop expecting things from them. Harsh truth. It is the truth. Be who you are. Be free. Let other people free. You are freedom because you are an infinite being having a human experience. It's only human limitations and human expectations that make you engage and enslave yourself to something that you're not. A soul, it's too much of an infinite being to be caged upon a label or upon someone else's expectation. Release them all. Release them all. Free yourself. Like, I exorcise you, human demon. I'm joking, but it's like, it doesn't matter. Don't worry. You are doing fine. You are on the right path. You will rise from the ashes. It's just a matter of time. and you will enjoy the fruit of your labor. But the fruit of your labor will only be enjoyed if they come from spirits, and if they come from a deep sense of freedom. Freedom to express yourself without expectation. It doesn't matter. Let them disappointed. It doesn't matter. What matters at the end of the road is the relationship with you and you. It's never about them. It's only about you and God, you and Source. How did you behave? And you cannot disappoint God. You cannot disappoint Source, because you're living an experience through His extension. You understand what I'm saying? So disappoint them. Leave them all. It doesn't matter. What is it that you want to do? And if you feel that you are on the right path, well, be joyful and grateful for this ecstatic sense, because in my opinion, you truly are. And you truly can manifest so many things during this January 2021. You just have to move away from your limitations and the limitations that others have put on you. It just doesn't matter, really. He really doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, because you're afraid to be criticized. You are afraid to lose everything. You're afraid. But what about it? So what if they criticize you? So what if you think you're gonna lose everything? Your angels are with you. Your soul is with you. I have been personally in the middle of the street. I have been sitting with millionaires. I have lost this channel twice. I had 0 subscribers. I had 20,000. Then I had 0 again. Then I had 50,000. Then maybe tomorrow I will have 0 again. Maybe today I'm here. Tomorrow I'm dead. It doesn't really matter. You understand? This is only a game. It's a matrix. But we have to respect this illusion. We have to respect this matrix. Act kindly, improve in ourselves, because again, it's about you and you at the end of the day, you and Source, you and God. Connect with Spirit and rise from all this nonsense that we have been fed in with. Like the information, and then people, you should act in this way and you should do it in this way. And if you are yourself, you cannot really be yourself. You have to be diplomatic. Don't be diplomatic. Be honest. Listen, let it all go. Who cares? At the end of the day, like, you are watching yourself in the mirror. You have to ask yourself, but who am I? And if you don't know who you are, that's fine either, but just go ahead and experiment. Be free. You are freedom again. And don't be afraid of other people's criticism. People's ideas are so volatile. They change every single day. I mean, look at how celebrities are treated. Like, everybody right now loves and adores Kim Kardashian. Well, let me tell you, I'm a 90s girl. When she was back in the 90s and 2000, everybody hated her. Now she became a super top influencer. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? People might think that you are an absolute cuckoo person today, and then tomorrow, because something that you said is gonna come true, they're all gonna think, oh, you're so great and you're so right. But will they really matter? No. You will still feel empty because you were attracting that pattern of criticism in a way or another, because you were asking for validation outside of yourself. Honestly, let's wrap this up. Pile number 4. You are just doing this to your mind and to yourself because you have a tendency maybe to self-sabotage, but I'm telling you, pile number 4, you are guided by the angels. Maybe you are an earth angel yourself. You are on the right path. You're going to see it maybe in this January 2021. So follow only the energy of feeling ecstatic. Work with that energy and get it on, get it manifested. You can't do this, you're gonna see it. They want to show it to you. Sorry, my English. They want to show it to you, pile number 4. So go ahead and do it, all right? All right, you guys, this is what I see for pile number 4. So let me recapture if I hear any further message for the people who are connecting with this reading. Yeah, there is a new thing rising, and there are a lot of angels surrounded this earth and working. And for those who can see sparkles, fairies, and energies, wow, what a month is gonna be for you all. I see there is a lot that has been hidden in the dark, maybe in the dark of your consciousness as well as in the collective. Great, it's fabulous. It's a plan that it's been done from the universe, from source, and it's going to leave everybody shocked. Like every great changes in history leaves people shocked. This is the same, and this is what I'm hearing. Okay, let me see if anything else comes up. It might take a longer time than just January, but since we live in this limited reality, I have to entitle this video January 2021, but energies has no time and resides like spirit in a space when there is no space and time. So take the message where you feel it needs to be taken. It's gonna be an entire year. From the weather, I am seeing the waves are rising. Don't be scared, but try not to live maybe near the ocean too much. Just be careful. Be careful with the weather. But it's going to be fine. It's symbolic. The water is symbolic of purging. And a lot is getting purged inside our consciousness as well as above. Connect with sound and sound healing. That would be very, very positive in this January. Okay, you all guys, I hope you liked my witchy prediction for this January 2021, and I hope you're gonna have a really amazing month. See you in my next videos. Bye.